being here with you.
I feel the same way.
Glad that we decided to try to be a couple.
You are beautiful. You're so beautiful.
As beautiful as the mystery woman you were smitten with for so long.
Teresa,
Yes?
you're the woman in my life now, okay? That other woman is gone.
You know, I thought...
You thought what?
Never mind. The other woman is in your past, just like Ethan is for me.
Yes. And, it's time we both look to the future. Try to make a go of it, right?
Yeah. It's time to forget about our past and the people we once loved.
I can't let Teresa be with Fox. I can't let her think I'm jealous either. I'll come back later. Damn it. Antonio needs to know that Luis is going to court to try to get Sheridan out of that psych ward. I gotta go in. Forgive me, Teresa, but I can't let you know that I've been working behind the scenes to help you get little Ethan back. And I can't stop you from being with Fox. Ruining your life. Sure as hell can try.
Hit a nerve, didn't I, Eve? Because you know that Whitney is going to come home from the mansion and tell TC the truth. That you were with Julian tonight after all. God, would you shut up, Liz? Shut up? It's all I can do not to shout it from the rooftops. You raised Whitney to be upfront and honest. And the very values that you instilled in her are going to ruin your life. You see, your eldest daughter has just learned that her mother is not the saint of harmony. That you are nothing but a cheap, cheating slut.
I'm gonna tell my father the truth, that you and my mother are having an affair.
Wait, please, wait. Now, you don't know the whole story.
I know that my father doesn't deserve to be treated the way you and my mother are doing. Going behind his back, playing him for a fool?
That's not the case, I assure you.
Like I would believe a word you have to say.
They believe this. Your mother has done nothing wrong.
No, you're a liar.
Not when it comes to Eve. Now, please give me a chance to explain the situation before you go running to TC.
No, I'm gonna tell my father what's going on with you and my mother right now.
My goodness, Officer Lopez Fitzgerald, what are you doing here? Did you forget you've been barred from seeing Sheridan?
I'll tell you something. You should be behind bars for what you've done to Sheridan.
I don't understand.
Once you look at her, she looks horrible. Sheridan, can you hear me? Please. Why don't you just leave her alone, all right? Dr. Ackland knows what he's doing.
Your brother's right, and I'm afraid I must ask you to leave now.
Well, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere until I find out what you and Alistair are doing to Sheridan. You know what? It's none of your business, Luis. You know, I want him out of here, now. Would you look at her, Antonio? Look, are you gonna tell me that you love her and you're not gonna tell me that something's wrong? Sheridan, are you all right? What the hell have you done to her, Alistair? What the hell have you done to Sheridan?
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me high as breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Hello?
It's Ethan.
Yeah, great. What possible reason could my half-brother have for being here? Let's find out. What do you want?
Came by to talk to Antonio about Sheridan.
Antonio's not here.
I can see that, but you two are. How is that?
Antonio said I can use the cottage as a place where I can see my son. Fox brings little Ethan down from the mansion to be with me.
Any more questions, Counselor?
No. None that I don't already know the answers to.
So are you gonna run and tell Rebecca what I'm doing?
No.
How am I supposed to believe that?
I didn't stop Fox and Whitney from bringing the Lethan to you at Christmas time. I'm not gonna start now.
Good. We'll tell Antonio that you stopped by.
I need to give him some documents. And since he's not here, I should leave a note explaining to him what they are.
Whatever, Ethan.
I saw Whitney earlier. Is she okay?
Where did you see her?
At the mansion. She was headed to the solarium to talk to Julian. I called to her, but Whitney didn't hear me.
Oh. You know, I should probably go check on her. Make sure she doesn't do something that she's gonna regret. You know?
Okay, I'm gonna clean up and head home then.
Okay. We'll catch up later.
Okay. Thank you for being such a good friend to her.
Fox is no good for you, you know. You shouldn't be with him.
Shut up, Ethan. Fox is a good man. He's not a lying, two-faced bastard like you.
Wait, no. Listen to me. If you go to your father with accusations about your mother, it will destroy your family.
Oh, no, Mr. Crane. You and my mother are destroying my family by carrying on together.
As I said, you don't know the whole story.
Oh, I know enough. Oh, you know what? I think I know what this is. You're afraid that my father is going to kill you when he does find out the truth about this, right?
Well, it's true. I don't relish the thought of being attacked by your father again. But that's not the reason I don't want you going to him and telling him you saw Eve here earlier.
Really?
Yes, really. I don't want to see Eve devastated and her life ruined. Please. Please don't hurt your mother. Please don't hurt Eve.
Just shut up, Liz. Stop badgering me about Whitney. Well, she should be home before long. Feeling angry, betrayed, disillusioned. Just shut up, will you? Do you think you'll have time for a last supper with TC before she storms in here and tells him that you're a liar and a cheat?
No, maybe I can talk to her first. I can explain to her.
You're right, that'll work. Will you just shut up? You know, I think the only way that you're going to get a few more hours of marital bliss with TC is if you guys change your plans and you do go out for dinner. That way you won't be here when she gets home.
Our romantic dinner for two is almost ready. Any special requests for dessert?
Just desserts in your case.
TC, I think that we should go out for our date.
Go out, why? You don't want to stay home tonight?
You call Dr. Eklund?
This man is causing a disturbance, threatening both Dr. Ackland and myself. Get him out of this hospital and escort him off the grounds immediately.
But he's a cop.
Just do it.
Can't let him do this, Antonio. Sheridan needs your help. She's my wife. I can take care of her. You're no match for Alistair.
My son-in-law and I both want what's best for Sheridan.
You liar. I'll get Sheridan out of here, you know. Sheridan, I'll get you out of here.
No! Stop! Oh, please, somebody help me! Please, help me! Please, somebody help me! Please, somebody help! Please, help me! Help me!
Whitney, please hear me out. Not for my sake, but for your mother's.
She's just as guilty as you are.
No, she is not. And if you go to your father and tell him what you saw here tonight, it will ruin their marriage. It will destroy your family. And that's not what Eve wants. Your mother loves you and TC and Simone so very much.
Then why is she cheating on my father with you?
Your mother and I are not having an affair, I swear it.
Okay, can you stop lying to me, please? Because I saw you two tonight, and I saw you before kissing at the mansion.
Again, you don't have all of the facts.
Hey, what's all the yelling about, huh?
I'm trying to make her realize that it would be a mistake to tell TC what she saw here tonight.
I am not making a mistake. What you're doing with my mother is horrible.
I am not doing anything.
You're a liar. I saw you two together.
Son, would you please try to make her understand that if she tells TC that Eve was here earlier, it will be a huge mistake, one that she will regret for the rest of her life.
Okay, fine. Fox, do you think it's a mistake to be honest? Huh? I mean, do you think it's okay that your father and my mother are having an affair, and I'm not supposed to tell my father the truth? Are you the kind of man that thinks it's okay to lie and cheat in a relationship?
I don't care what we do, TC. Stay home or go out as long as we just have a nice evening together.
Well, I cast my vote for us to stay here.
Oh, how sweet. Isn't he sweet, Eve?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get back in there and finish up this dinner and make a very surprise dessert.
Oh, Eve lives for surprises. Don't you, Eve?
Like I said, Liz, this evening is for us. I want to share a very romantic moment with my wife tonight.
Of course, TC, I was just leaving to go to the garage apartment. The clock is ticking, Eve. When Whitney gets home, you'll lose everything.
Louise, what's going on?
Yes, Louise, you look beside yourself.
I just came from the hospital. I was getting into it with Antonio over Sheridan when suddenly she's wheeled out on a gurney.
A gurney?
Sam, she looked half dead. She was in terrible pain.
My God, what happened?
That's what I'd like to know. The lights flickered, I heard a scream, and then Sheridan was wheeled out.
What does Antonio think?
You know, he's convinced that Dr. Ackland and Alistair are looking out for Sheridan's best interests, so he just goes along with everything they say.
Excuse me, Alistair is in on this?
Yeah.
That's not good, Luis. That's not good at all.
I agree. I know, okay? Look, I know that Sheridan has had some problems, but there's no way that she needs to be locked up in a psych ward, okay? Look, I'm telling you, I got a good mind to go back in there later, guns blazing, and break Sheridan the hell out of there.
No. Stop, someone help me! Please.
Sheridan, you're not in any danger, okay?
It's time to get Sheridan back to her room so she can rest before her next therapy session.
Not so fast. You know, Luis was right about Sheridan being so weak and in pain. Now, I want to know what kind of therapy you two were giving my wife.
Antonio, relax. As I told you, Dr. Ackland is treating Sheridan with psychotherapy. They've been talking about her feelings.
She doesn't look like somebody who's been pouring her heart out. She looks like somebody who's been abused, even tortured. Now, I want to know what kind of therapy you've been giving her, and I want to know now.
You are my passion for life.
Just mind your own business and stay out of my life.
I just can't stand by and watch Fox take advantage of you. He's a user, Teresa.
No, he's not, Ethan. Unlike you, who betrayed me, who stabbed me in the back over custody of my own son. Fox has been here for me, little Ethan.
He's pretending to care.
Look who's talking. Little Ethan is your godson. Your namesake, but you took Julian and Rebecca's side over mine. You don't even care if I get my son back or not. And worse, you're helping Rebecca to see that I don't.
You've got it all wrong.
Do I, Ethan? Because I begged you to help me. But you wouldn't. So how do I have that wrong?
Look, if you want to hate me, hate me.
I do.
Fine. But don't get together with Fox to get back at me.
This isn't about you, Ethan. The relationship I'm starting with Fox is about Fox and me.
He's a playboy and he'll use you.
He's changed.
Nobody changes.
You did. You changed from a loving, caring man to an uncaring bastard. Well, Fox, answer my question.
Whitney, come on. You know I don't condone cheating or lying in a relationship, right? Much less a marriage. I mean, I grew up watching my father cheat on my mother. Hell, he didn't even bother lying about it. But look, now having said that, Whitney, I'm not sure you have enough evidence to go to your father and tell him that you think your mom's having an affair with my dad. I mean, come on, you're not even sure that it was them that you saw kissing that one time, you know?
But I thought I did. Remember? And now it makes sense that they were. Why else would my mother be spending so much time with your father, huh?
Well, to discuss the new hospital wing that he's having donated in her name.
Yes. That's all it was.
Then why was she in here hiding before?
Because TC hates me with a passion, and she knew how furious he'd be if he found out about the donation, and angrier still if he knew that she was here discussing it with me.
And I'm really supposed to believe that?
You're too upset to accept the facts of the matter.
No, I'm not. No, because the look on my mother's face when I caught her hiding wasn't fear, it was guilt.
Whitney,
Guilt over cheating on my father. You know, it's like she cheated on my whole family, and that's why Daddy and Simone deserve to know the truth about my mother, and there's nothing that either one of you can do to stop me from telling her.
Hey, Whitney, at least let me drive you, okay?
That's fine, but can you please just take me home right now?
Yeah. Go.
Fox, you can't let it do this. It'll destroy Eve. That's the last thing I want.
Yes, I know. I know. And after all, you did marry Rebecca to protect Dr. Eve, right? All right, look. I'm gonna do what I can, okay? But Whitney's strong-willed. She's gonna do whatever she wants regardless of what I say. Oh, and by the way, you might want to think about getting the hell out of Dodge. Once TC Russell finds out about this, you know he's gonna kill you, right?
I don't give a damn what happens to me. It's Eve I fear for. Whatever will she do?
Luis, you can't go in like the cavalry and break Sheridan out of the psych ward. We're officers of the law. We don't operate like that.
Well, I'm gonna do something to get her out of there.
Well, isn't there some other way?
Ethan filed some legal motion. It's called a review of procedure.
Okay, what's that?
Sheridan's doctor has to defend her being isolated and contained, everything else.
Good for Ethan.
Yeah, our son is a really good lawyer. If anybody can get her out, Ethan can.
Well, yeah, but this could take weeks. All right, and that's if we can find a judge who isn't in Alistair's back pocket, and I just don't think Sheridan can make it.
Look, Luis, I know you and Antonio have had your differences, but your brother genuinely loves Sheridan. He would never let anything happen to her.
Sam, Look, he's the one who had her committed in the first place, not to mention the fact that he goes along with everything that Alistair says.
Oh, Luis, I don't like the sound of that.
And neither do I. Well, what the hell is Alistair doing there? He's got an interest in Sheridan all of a sudden?
It's a good question.
Darn good.
I'm starting to think this is one of Alistair's attempts to keep us apart again.
Watch yourself, Antonio. I'm on your side, you know.
Oh, yeah, are you?
Well, you're too smart to be fooled by me, but still, you don't want to anger me.
Oh, come on, Alistair, I'm not scared of you. All I'm concerned about is Sheridan's safety. I just want to make sure that she's all right. Her health and happiness mean more to me than anything else in this world.
I believe you. That's why I want Sheridan to get the treatment she deserves. Treatment that will lead her back to you, Antonio. And that's what she's getting, isn't she, Doctor? Now, if you'd like to discuss this like a civilized man, back away from me. And Dr. Ackland will explain Sheridan's therapy. Because we both know that if you take Sheridan out of here now, you have no chance of being with her. She'll run to Luis, and you'll have to live with the fact that the woman you love is sharing your brother's bed for the rest of your life. Now, please explain to my son-in-law what you're doing with Sheridan.
Well, why don't you tell him, Mr. Crane?
Because I'm not a doctor. I don't understand all the nuances of psychotherapy.
What's going on here? Are you two hiding something?
Absolutely not.
Sheridan's treatment is, well, it's complicated.
You know what? I don't care. But if you two are on the up and up, you better tell me what kind of therapy she's getting. You better tell me now.
Well, guess I should go.
Yes, you should.
I was just trying to help you, you know? You seem dead set on ruining your life by getting involved with my little half-bro.
Okay, first of all, Ethan, I'm not ruining my life. And second of all, why do you care? You turned your back on me. You deserted me when my son and I needed you most. Okay, so why do you care what happens to me now?
Because there was a time in our lives, twice actually, when we were gonna be married. I'd have to have ice in my veins not to care about
Okay, you know, just stop. Stop, okay? Stop pretending like you care about me and my future, not after you erased yourself from it.
Don't you remember everything that we shared?
Why should I even?
Because if things had been different, we'd be together now.
Okay, but they're not. I'm with Fox, and you're with Gwen.
Still, I will always wish you nothing but happiness, and I will always want the best for you. And no matter how much time passes, no matter how many slights we may feel from each other, there is a connection here, and it'll never be broken. Teresa, please. Fox, he's bad news, and you shouldn't be with him.
Really, Ethan?
Really. You can't count on him. He's not going to be there for you when you really need him.
Fox isn't gonna be there for me when I really need him. You mean like, how you weren't there for me when I really needed you to help me fight for custody of my son?
We're not talking about me, we're talking about Fox.
Fine, Ethan. Let's talk about Fox. He moved mountains for me. He sacrificed his financial future for me. Okay? He bailed me out of jail so I could spend time with my son. It's you who hasn't been there for me and my son, Ethan. Now get the hell out of here and leave me alone.
Whitney, hold on a second.
Why? What's wrong?
No, just take a minute. Make sure this is really what you want to do.
Fox, it is what I want to do. My father deserves better than this. He deserves to know that my mother has been lying to him, that she broke faith, that she's been betraying him and our whole family. So please, please, can you just take me home?
Yeah, okay.
I still can't believe my mother did this. I can't believe she did this to our family.
Eve, I have to do something. I have to warn you that I couldn't stop Whitney. I can't call you at home. It's too risky. TC. Our son. My son with Eve. The truth about our past, our love, was certain to come out eventually, but not like this. I have to warn you, Eve. I have to warn you that our moment of reckoning is at hand.
Dinner is ready. I even reserved a special table for you. Allow me.
For long, TC, you'll look across the table at me, your beautiful bride.
Hello? Hello? Who is this?
Whoever it is, I know that Eve knows time is running out.
Get out, Ethan. Leave me alone.
I'm just trying to keep you from being hurt by Fox.
Okay, Fox would have to stab me in the back and break my heart in order to hurt me as much as you have. Now get out.
You hate me if you want. Just don't trust him.
Stop, okay? Fox has been wonderful. You are the lying traitor and all this. Now go! The sight of you makes me sick!
Damn you.
Look, Luis, you probably won't want to hear this, but as your friend, I have to say it. Look, you need to accept that for now, Antonio is still Sheridan's husband. Look, he loves her very much, and he's only doing what he feels is best for Sheridan right now. And maybe her being in a psych ward is what's best for her right now.
No, it's not. The hell it is, Sam.
Look, Luis, just hear me out, okay? Look, the bottom line is you're a cop, sworn to uphold the law, not take it in your own hands. You can't do anything illegal like bust into the psych ward with guns blazing to free Sheridan. Look, all you can do right now is wait for Ethan's motion to be heard by the court. And hope, and in the meantime, Antonio does right by Sheridan.
No. There's no way, Sam. Antonio has been away from Harmony for too long. He doesn't know all the horrible things that Alistair has done, especially to Sheridan. You know, he thinks that the old man's trying to do right by his daughter. Well, he's not. In fact, he hates his daughter, and he always has ever since he blamed her for his wife's death.
You're right about that, Luis. Alistair hates Sheridan, his own daughter, with a passion that we will never be able to understand. Julian told me that Catherine died prematurely. Her health was in decline way before Sheridan was even born, but giving Alistair a second child just exacerbated her condition. And for all of his wealth and power, Alistair wasn't able to save Catherine. And somehow, his anger and frustration at losing Catherine got all twisted up, and now he blames Sheridan. Sheridan is a living reminder of his dead wife. You know, it's as if he blames Sheridan as much for being alive as he does for Catherine's death. And my point is that, well, I could see Alistair rationalizing killing Sheridan as avenging Catherine's death.
No, it's not like he hasn't tried before.
Sam, you know I blame him for that boat explosion in Bermuda.
I wouldn't be the least bit surprised. Anyway, Antonio may not be able to fathom a father hating his own child, but you know it's true, Luis. So if you love Sheridan, then you had better get to that hospital and get her out of there tonight.
Answer me. What are you two doing to Sheridan?
Sheridan's last therapy session caused her a great deal of pain. So I gave her a very strong sedative to help her relax afterwards. Now, sometimes it takes the drug some time to detach the pain from the patient's mind. And in the interim, they can have nightmares. That's why Sheridan was crying out earlier. Nightmares.
Well, I'm relieved to hear it, as I'm sure you are, Antonio.
So that's all it was, just nightmares.
Exactly. Exactly. Now, with this intensive therapy and drug treatment, Sheridan will eventually come to grips with reality and accept the fact that her baby is dead. And that will leave her free to explore her feelings for the men in her life. Which is why I'm glad you're here for her, Antonio. I know that she loves you very much.
Sheridan said that?
Dr. Ackland can't betray a patient's confidence, but without Luis around to influence her, I'd wager her true feelings are surfacing. Why don't you take Sheridan back to her room, Antonio? Stay with her. Be there when she wakes up.
I'll do that. One more thing. If I find out that you've lied to me, or that you've hurt Sheridan, I'll kill you both. I swear.
Why am I crying over Ethan? He doesn't care about me and my son. He doesn't give a damn about us. Okay. That's it. I'm not gonna waste my tears on a selfish, heartless man. He'd never cry over me. Never.
Doing everything I can to help you. Don't throw your life away on Fox. Please.
Hello? Hello? Who is this? Whoever it was, they just hung up. Private caller. I wonder who this was.
One guess, TC.
You know what? Liz really had me going earlier about Julian. You know, for one moment, I thought it was him calling for you. Read somewhere that when you start hearing hang-up calls, that means your spouse is cheating on you. You would never cheat on me. Especially with someone like Julian Crane.
TC, can we go eat now? I'm just starving.
Baby, your wish is my command. Come on.
Star 69, my new best friend.
Hello? Hello?
So it was Julian calling you, Eve. I wonder why.
As long as TC's with Eve, I can't warn her that Whitney's going to tell him about us. All I can do is pray that Eve can handle Whitney. Stop her from telling TC the truth.
Whitney, wait a second. Wait a second. Look, before you go in there, just stop and take a deep breath, okay? Think about what you're really doing here.
I know exactly what I'm doing, Fox. I'm gonna tell my father the truth about my mother and your father, that they're having an affair.
Luis, don't let what Ivy said about Alistair drive you to do something stupid. Even if Alistair has influenced Antonio, it can only be up to a point. Now, you know your brother loves Sheridan. He'd never let anything happen to her.
I'm not saying he would. I am saying that if Alistair is involved in Sheridan's commitment in any way, then she is in real trouble.
My gut tells me the same thing.
No matter how much Antonio loves Sheridan, even if he thinks he's doing what's best for her, if Alistair is involved, then she is in terrible danger.
Ivy, don't get Luis worked up, okay? You know.
No, I am not. I'm not. Sam, I am telling you the truth. Alistair is a master manipulator. He will say anything, do anything to get what he wants. He cheated us out of our love so that I would marry Julian and breed heirs for his filthy empire. That man is evil. He is pure evil, and I know firsthand. Now, you listen to me, Luis. If Sheridan, if you love her, and I know that you do love her, then you had better get her out of that hospital tonight and away from Alistair before it's too late.
Sheridan, I'm sorry you're having to go through all this. The therapy, this room. It's for your own good.
Shock therapy treatments you forced me to give Sheridan put her life in jeopardy. She could die.
I'd rather see my daughter dead than with Luis. How dare Sheridan think she's entitled to a lifetime of love and happiness when she's to blame for my wife's death.
What?
Never mind. Just keep doing what you're doing. I don't see a downside to these treatments. Sheridan forgets about loving Luis, or she dies. Either way, solves my problem.
I know what's going on, and it's about time my father knew it too.
Teresa is trespassing, so I'm gonna call the police and have her arrested.
There are only a few episodes of Friends left, and the biggest events are yet to come.
You look beautiful.
A friend's wedding. And the one question everyone wants answered.
You're Ross and Rachel. You two are supposed to be together.
You can't miss a minute of Friends. This February on NBC.